This flight is sort of the capstone flight of primary glider training. We pack a lot of maneuvers into one flight, and it could form the basis pretty much of a check ride. So we call it the PTS, or Pilot Training Standards Flight. We'll get started here in a moment. I'm hearing the tug start to run. There it is. We're going to start our before landing checklist. We'll check the controls, check the spoilers. We're checking the windsock. A little bit of a crosswind, not too much. Here we go. Glider will pitch the nose up. It will start. We'll set the nose at where it'll fly itself off the runway. We don't have to pull up or hold it down. Once it's up, we have to push the nose down a little bit so we don't balloon above the tow plane. Then we stay in the ground effect, and then we follow the tow plane up. We don't want to be in the way. So, now like dog sledding, nose to tail, view doesn't change, wings are on the horizon, we're right behind the tow plane. Now, the rope, 100-foot rope, unlike our 200-foot rope that we use normally, we match the tow plane's bank, keep the nose on the outside wing when he banks, and our bank has to be exactly the same or we'll fly in a different direction. Okay, we try to get behind him. We're going to box the wake. This aircraft also has a CG hook, which makes it a lot more difficult to box. You'll actually see the rope come through the glider at some point here. Okay, so we go down below the wake, and then out to the side, and on up. Had to kind of curl it out because of that CG hook, but the rest of the flight should be okay. Now we let it drift back across, and we go over to the other corner of the box. Now we have to hold some controls in. All right, hold it for a second. Now come on down. Here we have to just remember our sight picture. You can't see, but now we go back to center. See the rope inside the glider. We come on up. Careful not to overshoot. And now the view is the same. The tow plane is purposely, or I set this up so that the tow plane would purposely tow us downwind. You maybe recall that we had a crosswind out in the north. We took off. So what we'll do when we reach pattern altitude, we're going to do all our maneuvers, but also in performing those maneuvers, we're going to head back to the airport as best we can. Our release will be coming up soon. But right now, all we need to do is just fly behind the tow plane until we get to release altitude. Okay, we're starting to turn. We're matching the bank. Nose is on the outside wing. We're getting a little bit out of, not too bad. Okay, now we release. We go right into our turn as soon as we're sure that the rope is gone. And we're doing a clearing turn. So we're turning this release into a clearing turn. There's the airport. We have to identify the airport as soon as we get off the rope. Now we look that way for the clearing turn. Okay, it's better from that angle. Then we turn back the other way, making sure that we have the whole area clear. And then we will do a forward stall in the direction of the airport. So nose high, stick back, decreasing wind sound, low airspeed, mushy controls. There's the buffet, nose drops. Okay, we come back. We don't do anything crazy. We go into a turning stall with quarter air brake. Okay, there's our turning stall. Now we do one the other way, get the air brake out, turn the other way, get the air brake out, and now we're at minimum controllable. So we don't speed up, we just stay at minimum controllable. Now we'll do a 90-degree turn to the right at minimum controllable without stalling. And we know the nose is high and the stick is back and the airspeed is low and the controls are mushy, but we're not going to let it buffet. We're going to just stay above the buffet, above the stall. Now, if we did any sharper a turn, any more dramatic a turn, it would have stalled. We speed back up to our best glide speed and head towards the airport, because we know we've got to fight upwind to get back to that airport. Now we're going upwind, so we got to go a little bit faster than best glide. Go best glide plus half what we think the wind is. Best glide is somewhere around the triangle. So now we're going a little faster. Maybe slow down to about here. And we might as well practice 360 turns while we're at it. By the way, that turn that we did off after minimum controllable was a turn to heading. We speeded back up and then turned to heading to the north. So here comes our heading. We roll out on the heading after the 360-degree turn. Notice our airspeed did not change. We kept the same 45-degree bank all the way through. The rotation speed was constant, so we know our bank didn't change. Now we're headed towards the airport. And now it looks like we've got plenty of altitude. And we want to come in low so we can do an abbreviated pattern. So here's the slip. The forward slip. The rudder is pegged to the stops, and we're controlling the direction with the stick. Okay, we lost a bunch of altitude, and we want to purposely come in low and do an abbreviated pattern on this flight. It's an abbreviated pattern and a crosswind landing. Okay, back into the slip so we can get a little bit lower. Hear that sound? Notice the airspeed indicator is really not much good. So when we come out of the slip, we'll know how fast we're going. So we were going fairly slow in the slip. We're speeding up. Now the U-stall. Undercarriage, speed, trim, air brake was checked. Look and land. Okay, we saw the runway. It's hard to do much looking with this particular setup, but we know things are clear because of the... So now we're turning downwind, checking our aim point, know where we want to touch down, and yes, indeed, we are low, but we're still a 45-degree angle from the runway. We're just closer in than we would be at a higher altitude. Now, when we do our turn, this is almost like a half of a 360-degree turn. So we put our bank in, we come around, we don't use air brake too much until we're certain we've got the field made. Now my angle's up too high, but I'll fix it here in a moment, and then we can see the landing. The perspective should look like. There we go. And we slow down, we touch down. We've got a crosswind, so we've got to hold some control pressure. We had to land with a slip, but we should still stop right at the windsock. Notice how the right wing went down. It would have been very difficult to lower the left wing, which is upwind. So the crosswind, when we came to a stop, blew the downwind wing to the ground.